Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with It's a Trapezoid by Matt Tressel. So this is a rule I haven't encountered before. Let's go over the rules carefully. So we do have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules. So in each row, each column, and each 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also have little killer quads. So it's kind of a combination of quads and little killers. Let's go over this carefully. Let's pick, so we have these circles. The circles touch 4 cells. They also have 1 or more arrows coming out. So let's talk about this arrow here. This arrow is going to point diagonally at every cell along its diagonal until you reach the edge. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the sum of those cells, and that sum must appear somewhere in the quad, and it's not going to appear in this cell because it can't be part of its own sum. It's going to appear in one of these 3. We don't know which one, but it's going to appear in one of them. So let's just do an example. Let's say this was 1, 1, 2, 1. This would add to 1, 2, 4, 5. This would add to 5, and that would tell us that there has to be a 5 somewhere in these 3 cells because it has to be touching the quad, touching the circle. Well, that makes sense. Now, if there's more than one diagonal, more than one arrow on a quad, they could be 2 different sums, or they could be pointing at the same sum. So, for example, if this was 1, 1, 1, 2, that adds to 5. And if I have a 5 here, I could also have this be 2, 3. So this adds to 5, this adds to 5, and that points at they both point at the same 5 here. But I could also do 2, 4 and have 5, 6 here and have this point to the 6 and this point to the 5. All right, so I believe that's it for the rules. There is a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. All right, so we do have some of these limited ones, right? This sums to a minimum of 5, right? If this was 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, right? This is 2 plus 3 is 5. So we have 1 degree of freedom on that, which means we could add 1 to exactly one of these digits. So we could add 1 to this 2, add 1 to the 1 to make it 2. We could add 1 to this to make it 2. Now we can't add 1 to the 1 to make it 2 plus 2, because that would repeat the 2 in the box. So we could only add 1 to the 2, making it 1 plus 3, meaning there's always a 1 in here. And then that means there's a 5 or a 6 somewhere in here, but I don't know how to mark that. So I won't. Now, this I think is similar. 1, 2. So this could be a 1, 2 pair. This could be 1. This could be 1. And that gives me 3, 4, 5. That's 5. So this actually can't be a 3 because according to this, it can only increase by 1. So this could be 1, 2, this could be 1, 2, and then this could increase to 3, and there's a 1 in one of these two. And that means there's a 5 or a 6 placed in here. Don't know which one. Okay, what about this, though? 1, 2, and 1, 2. Okay. So this one's actually more restricted because of the way the boxes work. This could be a 1, 2 pair. This could be a 1, 2 pair. That adds to 6. So that has to be what it is. So 1, 2 pair, 1, 2 pair. So we can't actually put a 3 in here. And that adds to 6. So there's definitely a 6 in one of these two. Now this is not going to be a 6 because it's on an arrow, because that would mean that 6 plus something would be placed here. It doesn't work. So this is actually our 6, our first digit. Very nice. That does force a 6 in here, but that doesn't have to be our sum. Okay, so these two add to something in here. They're not going to add to 1 or 2. So they add to 6, definitely. So they are 1, 5, or 2, 4. Only two ways to add to 6 in 2 cells that don't repeat. The rest of this row, because we have that 1, 2 pair, is actually 3, 4, 5. Now this here is going to be a sum. So this can only be 1, 2, or 3, because the best we can do is... Actually, this can't even be a 3, because we can't repeat the 3, so it'll be 3 plus 4. So this is 1, 2 only. Give me a 1, 2 pair. And that means one of these 2 cells is going to be a 4, 5, or 6, but I don't know what to do with that. So 1, 2 pair, there's a 6 up here. These are 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a 1, 2 pair in here as well. 3, 4, 5, 6. There's an arrow I haven't paid attention to. We have this arrow, but it doesn't seem very limited. Maybe there's more with like 1, 2 pairs. This is 3, 4, 5. These add to 6. I could color the 1-2s. That might be helpful. So let's call this green and this purple. So this is green and this is purple, making this green and this purple. And so is there something we can do with that? Oh, these are both the same digit. That's actually very important. Because these are the same digit, we can't do 1 plus 2. So they're either 1 plus 1 or 2 plus 2. But 2 plus 2 is too big. We only have 1 degree of freedom. Because if it's 2 plus 2, that adds to 4. And then another 3 minimum here adds to 7. So that means purple has to be 1s. Green has to be 2s. All right, so I don't need the colors anymore. So this is not a 2. Neither is that. That's not a 1. So that places the 1. Okay. So this adds to 4, 5, or 6, which goes here. Could easily be the 6. Okay, what else do we have here? There's a 2 down here somewhere. Oh, there's a 1 down here somewhere. There's a 1 down here somewhere. Okay. Did that do anything useful for me? Well, this adds to 5 already. This was our degree of freedom, so this has to be a 1, and that puts a 6 in one of these two. This is our 1, and because there's a 6 here and there's a 6 here, where's the 6 in this column? Answer is only there. And that places the 6 in this box. Okay. This is 3, 4, 5. Did I get any more? Oh, this is 4 or 5, and this can't be a 1. So this has to be 2 plus 4, because I had to add a 6. It was the only way to do it. 2 plus 4. So that's our 2. These are not 4s. All right, we're getting there. This is a pair. This is 3, 5. Okay, this is also 3, 5. These are just 3, 4, 5 in general. A lot of 3, 4, 5s. Okay. So are there any sums I'm missing? Well, this is 1 plus 1 plus 1. That's 3 already. So this is 2 or 3. So we're adding to 5 or 6, which goes. Oh, we can't actually put a 6 in here. Okay, well that's important. Since there can't be a 6 in here, this can't be a 3. So this has to be our 2. Oh, that was actually where 2 had to go there by Sudoku. I didn't even notice that. This is 3, 4, 5. And so that puts a 5 in one of these two cells. That eliminates 5 from here, which is kind of interesting. If one of these two is a 5, this is never a 5 because it sees either of the 5s. So that's not a 5. That puts a 5 in one of these two. This is also not a 5. It's 3, 4, 6 for what it's worth. This is not a 5. 3, 4, 6. Something I'm missing, and it's probably has to do with a sum I haven't touched. Yeah, this put a 6 somewhere. Let's put a 5 in one of these two. Is there another arrow? How about this arrow? Oh, this can't be 5 anymore, actually. That's important. It can't be 5 because these would add to 7. So actually, this is our 5. That's 3. That's 5. And that actually affects this sum because it can't add to 1 or 2. It has to add to 5, so it has to be 2 plus 3. So that's 4 and 3. These are not 3s. That's not a 3. So this is 4, 5, 6. That's not a 4. The rest of the column is 5, 6. All right. This is 3, 4, 5. So surprised. These are 4, 5, 6. Okay. Everything's penciled. So these add to either 4 or 5, which is just going to be handled because we know there's a 4 or 5 here. What is our step here? Is there an arrow I haven't paid attention to? I don't think so. What is it? Does it have to do with this guy? Needing a 4 or 5. Actually, this can't be a 3. That's really interesting. So if this is a 3, these add to 4, meaning there has to be a 4 in here. But if this is a 3, this is a 4 by Sudoku. Can't put a 4 here and in here. So this cannot be 3. This must be 4. That's our 3. That's 6, 5, 4. That's 5, 3. That's 5. We get our 4, 3, 5, 6, 4, and 6. We doot in the corner right at the end there. And yeah, that was an interesting ending there. I didn't expect that, but that was neat logic. All right. Yeah, I think I did okay for the first time encountering that. That was a little mind-bending, but Neat idea, Matt. I don't know if it was your idea or not, but very nice execution either way. And so let me know how you did. If you enjoyed it, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.